What is the sound I'm hearing?
What?
The number one live show in the world, West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. Coming to you from Pigz Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop lock.
Yo, what's up? It's that time again. It's the return of the West Coast Pop Lock Podcast, the number one live podcast
on
in
Earth.
2024 and 2025.
Already breaking records. Love it.
Damn, dude, on the way up here, I fucking saw a tree because the wind is so crazy in the middle of the fucking road. Like, everyone's trying to avoid it.
Yeah, I was getting attacked by dust devils. There's tornadoes of rocks attacking me on the freeway.
Dust devils, fucking Christmas trees.
It's like you hear on the news, they're like, oh man, these winds are dangerous. I'm like, what do you mean the wind is dangerous? How could it be dangerous? And then you get out there and the wind's throwing trees and rocks at you. And I was like, oh, I see why this is dangerous right now. I'm being attacked.
Uber. No, and then you fucking, a llama, there's a llama up the street.
Yeah.
Horses. Then I have not enough with horses in Compton. Let's do llamas.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This morning I couldn't even sleep because it was just because I live there's like a perfect little wind tunnel going through and it was just like whipping through there. Woo! And then when I was down in Compton earlier today and there was no wind at all. And then now it found its way down here. Finally.
A lot of wind.
Yeah, it found its way down here.
Shitload of wind. And a lot of fires too.
The valley's been going crazy since earlier today, since this morning.
What time did those fires start?
This afternoon sometime, early this afternoon.
That shit's engulfed my TV. Can't even watch
What's the worst is what I mean, in the wind, you don't want to fire in the wind. That's how you spread those things.
My brother-in-law sent my sister a video earlier from LA, way before they even started here.
Yeah. And
it was crazy. And I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. And then once I got off work, I went home and I was like, holy shit, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's serious business out there.
Yeah, it's going. And then I live my house is in the cul-de-sac, but I'm the house that when the winds come, the Santa Ana's, all the trash is in my house.
Oh shit, sure.
I'm that guy.
I mean, the end of the cul-de-sac. Yeah, because I was driving by a bunch of fences and you just see trash. Like as soon as it could hit something, like it just piled up right there.
And that was me, trash guy.
Man, all these city workers gonna be busy for the next few days. Just out, they're like, hey man, at this corner, there's like 3 truckloads of trash that just got blown.
Well, that's the crazy part. Like they're not gonna come and clean my shit. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm gonna have to do it all.
Yeah, it's in your backyard. You gotta do it.
Yeah, front yard, backyard, and there's this one fucked up tree, dude, like in front of my house. My neighbor hates it. Because all it does is drop shit in her house. And it's not even a nice looking tree.
It's just a tree.
It's just like garbage. And she's been telling me like, how can I kill it? How can I get rid of it? I'm like, first of all, don't say you want to kill it because you'll get fined.
Yeah.
A lot of money for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For killing a tree.
Is it fucking up the pavement in any kind of way?
Nah, that's the crazy part. Like no fucked up pavement.
It's doing good.
It's just
drop
trash. Everywhere.
She can't get it cut at least like.
No, they say that you're not allowed to cut it. That they will cut it. If you want to cut it, you have to go get a permit to get it cut. So now you got to go pay for the permit to get it cut, and then pay to get it cut. It's just there's no winning. There's no winning, dude.
Fuck that city.
And then we were just talking about right now. When do you stop saying Happy fucking New Year's?
I mean, I immediately. I stopped saying it immediately. Well, that's why people talk about that there's like the assault on Christmas because people say Happy Holidays. If I say Happy Holidays, it's because I want the conversation to be over. Like if I tell you Merry Christmas, there might be, oh, I don't celebrate Christmas. Or, oh, and Happy New Year. Like I don't want it to, so I say Happy Holidays, so it's the end. Like there's no more.
So it's everything.
So it's everything. This is Martin Luther King, Valentine's Day, Easter, all of them right now. I'm just saying, yeah, exactly. I'm just saying Happy Holidays for it would. So it's the end. Like this. So there's no more conversation. I don't hate Christmas. I hate small talk. I'm just trying to end the conversation. Like, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Like, so I don't have to go say Happy New Year. Oh,
That's Kwanzaa.
All
That's,
of them.
What's the other one?
Whatever you got.
What was the other one?
Hanukkah.
And
fucking
Kwanzaa.
all of them. Whatever you got. Passover. Arbor Day, whatever, any of them you got. Like, I don't want to.
Labor Day,
all of it.
4th of July.
Right now, I'm telling
everything.
you right now, so I never have to tell you again at any other time of year. This is when I tell you any holidays. This is right December.
You should even say Happy Holidays.
Right. That's it.
Holidays.
Days.
All of them.
No, yeah, Happy Holidays. Not Happy Day. No.
Happy Holidays 2025.
True, all of them.
That's it.
Got you.
So when you see Johnny, make sure not to.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, if it's 4th of July, don't be, hey, happy fuck you.
I don't want to hear about that.
Nothing.
I got you in December. Happy holidays.
You got it in December. And you know what? Wait till December and you'll get it again.
Yeah, that's it. That's the holiday season. That's what I'm wishing you. All your holidays is December.
Do you throw birthdays in there too? Wrap it up.
I mean, if it depends. I mean, yes, but you might get a happy birthday for sure. You know, like if it's a big one.
Yeah.
If it's like 34, no. But you're fucking 50, you're 40, like you for sure get a happy birthday.
There's a meme on Instagram where I saw it, probably a TikTok one, and it's this supervisor for McDonald's, and he's a black guy, and he's talking about birthdays, and he's like, I don't give a fuck if it's your birthday. You're 43. You had 43 years to celebrate that shit.
I saw that.
Yeah. You get your ass to work. Oh, man.
It's true.
Now, Johnny, I have a question.
Yes.
So all this hate is just towards the small talk, not necessarily the holidays in general.
No,
it's the small talk.
It's just small talk.
When did you learn that you hated small talk?
It's customer service.
Okay. Well, how long ago did you start customer service?
I mean,
at an early age, middle age?
Well, I feel like
last week.
Like when you're an actor too, which I was doing as a teenager, that's a lot of customer service. That's a lot of hey, and working at a tattoo shop, that's all customer service. And like
so all of your life then.
It's a lot of customer service and a lot of small talk. And the problem is I'm good at small talk. I'm good at small talk to the point where people think that like I'm enjoying this small talk, and I'm like every second
You're
I'm
a
like
good actor.
Every time I'm like, man, I fucking hate this. Like how do like in an elevator? The problem is I like to start it. Like I don't like it, but I like when I make people uncomfortable at first. Like if you walk into an elevator, I'll give you the business. Like I'm like
Johnny farts. I'm like, was it me?
No. Like if we're in Las Vegas, especially like Las Vegas at a casino, like you're for sure getting. What's up? How's the big, like you up, you down? Like you're I'm for sure giving you the business, especially if it's like inappropriate. Like if it's late at night, I'm for sure giving you the business. If it's like we're doing this, and then you catch people that are like, "Oh, awesome," and I'm like, "Oh no." Like,
That's not what you meant.
Yeah, I wanted you to be bummed about it. I didn't want you to be like, "Yes!" Like, "Oh
Let's
my god."
Talk.
Right. That is not the interaction I'm looking for. The interaction that I'm looking for is for him to be like, "Oh no." Like, why is this dude fucking attacking me with conversation?
I'm down $2,000, asshole.
Right.
I'm headed back to the room. My chick's
I'll go
pissed.
kill myself.
I got a free voucher for a 99-cent fucking steak and eggs.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yes. That's what I'm looking for.
Not the what's up, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm winning.
Yeah. That's the best.
I'm celebrating my 60th with my wife. We love it.
I was like, oh no, never mind. Like,
ready for a
how do I
threesome?
get out of here? Like, get me out of here. Exactly. Get me out of here.
I love how you hate it, but yet it's like Russian roulette. You got one bullet in that chamber. You're gonna take the risk anyway, and for what? For something that you hate. Why?
I don't
Why?
know. I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
That's a good question.
Fuck's wrong with you, Johnny? Doing the shit you hate.
These are good questions.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing better than
He's gunning for punishment.
Yeah.
He's just like rolling. You know what, Johnny? I know this about Johnny. He's a gambler.
Yeah.
He's a gambler. So he's gambling. Hey, I'm gonna fuck this guy up with asking him this question, or he's gonna get me.
Yeah, he's gonna get me.
But let's roll.
Like, yeah, he might get me. There's for sure situation where you think you're getting them, and it's like, oh, they were getting me the whole time. Like I thought I was setting them up, but I was being set up, man. Like,
And that's the gamble you take. Because when you get him, and you walk out of there like, fuck yeah.
Like I went for this past week between Christmas and New Year's. I was in Sedona, Arizona at an inn. Not a hotel, an inn. You know, and the difference, I found, it's a smaller place, and you have an innkeeper that's very not in your business, but they are there. Like if you need something, like they're fucking there to be handled. And so the innkeeper was like, "Oh, so you know," but started asking me questions, and I was like, "All right, like this lady wants to do this, let's do this." So I started. She was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing in Sedona?" I go, "Come on," and she goes, "What?" I go, "You know where we're at."
Drugs.
I go, "I'm gonna get some fucking rocks, some crabs, and we're gonna go to the powerful where the vortexes are. So I'm gonna go to see the Grand Canyon." And the lady was like, "Oh," and I started telling, I was like, I'm doing all of it. Whatever you got to do here, I go, "We're gonna do some rituals." And the lady was like, "Oh," you know,
Some
like,
wine?
Yeah, I was like, I jumped in like. We're gonna have, if you're forcing me into like this little bullshit conversation right now, I'm giving you the business. We're going full blast.
And then don't they serve up like good breakfast and everything at the end?
So this little, yes, and so it's only they, what do they close? Like the last seating was at 1:30, so like by 2:00 they're done. And if you're staying there, you don't need a reservation. If you're not staying there, you have to call ahead, like this.
Yeah.
And it was really good. And like all the servers, they know who you are. Like by the second day, they all like, "Oh, well, good to see you." Like it's like, oh, this is, no kids, adults only at this inn. Like there's
nice.
no children allowed. Right. So I mean, it was nice. We had a good time.
Secret girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to the stargazing, did that, went saw the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon, Happy New Year! The Grand Canyon is the fakest thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
What do you mean fake?
It doesn't. Have you ever seen the Grand Canyon?
Oh,
No.
I've seen it. It's just a photo. It's just a print.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
It's a watercolor.
Because you look at it.
Is there water drops in here?
Yeah, it's Mario over here.
Sorry.
I'm banging on something. Yeah, it doesn't look real. It doesn't look real at all. It for sure looks like someone painted it or copy and pasted like some
It
background.
looks like an old school movie where they have
That's
the
exactly
backdrop.
like the Wizard of Oz. Like they just
Yeah.
painted the backdrop back. It does. If you could get me going on the conspiracy of that the Grand Canyon is not real and this is just a hologram put there by the government, because there's no to blow your mind, because it's absolutely mind blowing, but the most fake thing I've ever fucking seen in my whole life.
Do you believe there's pyramids there?
I was so here. Yes. And I also believe in the tale of the red-headed giants. So the Hopi Indians, Navajo Indians, both have tales of red-headed giants that came from the ocean that they had to fight. And this is where they fought them in the Grand Canyon. This is where the final battle between them and the red-headed giants happened. This is also the burial grounds of the red-headed giants. They're buried in these caves that you're not allowed to go to in there. And so when I'm there, I go, we're on the hunt for red-headed giants. Like that's like cool for this hole in the ground and all
Yeah.
that stuff. I was like, but what we're here for is to look for the grave of the red-headed giants. And I go, here's what I can guarantee you. I go, when we get there, there's gonna be so many red-headed people. I go, that's what they're all there. I go, there's gonna be red-headed people there that are being drawn there, and they don't know why. Like all these people, they don't understand that they're being drawn to the graveyard of their ancestors. They don't consciously understand that. And we get there, and there's so many red-headed people. Every time I was just like, yo, did you see?
Or they're there making sure you don't get into the cave.
This could be it too. And I told her, like, I'm gonna go. And the problem is, here's like where I go. I'm gonna go ask those redheaded people if they're here to see
Their
the
ancestors.
redheaded giants. And in my mind, what a girlfriend does is goes, no, don't go fucking talk to those people. Knock it off. And she's like, yeah, go tell them. You know? And I'm like, oh, no, like I'm not gonna go bother these people. Like, are you kidding me? I want you to tell me don't do it. But I for sure was looking. And I saw little caves where I was like, did you see that cave that has like where it was a cave, but now it's like all filled in? I go, this is we can't go in there because they know the Smithsonian Institute and the government know that there's redheaded giants inside there buried.
How tall were the giants?
Fucking like 10 feet tall.
10 feet over the same?
Yeah, not like 100 feet tall. Not
No,
like
no,
giants,
yeah.
but like 10, 12 feet tall for sure.
And they came from the ocean.
That's what the natives say. They fought them, the red-headed giants, and they defeated them. They buried them in there.
Do you think that's what Sasquatch is? A giant?
I don't know. I think Sasquatch is in the Appalachian Mountains. That's right. I think he's there.
But it's a different giant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Than the Pacific Northwest. And also, I thought, looking at the Grand Canyon, whatever's going on in there, we would never know. Whoever's on the outside of that, whatever secret business is going on.
Whoever's on the other side of the curtain.
Who the fuck? It's the only way I go back to the Grand Canyon is in a helicopter or doing like rafting, so I could see like.
But the helicopter, they're not gonna take you to the secret spots.
No, I understand, but I just want to see it. I want more of a perspective to be able to like see it, because you're like looking at it, and then you look and it just goes on forever that way. It goes on fucking forever that way. It's like I need to see. I need some perspective, man.
That your chopper's the one that crashes because you know too much, right?
You
But
know
it doesn't crash though.
Sure,
Not really.
I just get taken away somewhere.
taken away.
For sure, I'm fucking. Look, it is my dream to get suicided by the CIA. That is. If that happens, I know that my life was not wasted. When the CIA is like, yo, man.
Like
can't have you out here.
Which one was it? What movie was it where they put the plastic, like sort of contraption on his hand? For him
Oh
to blow his
yeah, I
hand
don't
off?
remember that, but I know what I don't remember what movie. Or even like in Sicario, when fucking Benicio del Toro shows up at the end and tells that chick to sign that page. She goes, "You gotta sign this." She was like, "I can't sign that," and he just fucking put a gun in her face. It's like, sign it, man. Like this that's the only way this goes is you fucking sign. It's like, that's what after that, at the end of the helicopter ride, the pilot would be like, "All right, man. You just sign this piece of paper right here." I'm like, "Boy, I'm not signing that." Benicio del Toro comes out. He's like, "Fucking sign that paper."
Sign it.
I gotta sign the paper. But yeah, so then we went. Arizona. I'd never really hung out in Arizona before. Arizona is pretty fucking beautiful. Like there's some parts of it.
Well, it's beautiful when you don't live there.
Sure, look, I'm just like the Stargate. I would say there was a lot of stuff to look at. I don't want to fucking live in Arizona. I'm just saying, but it was way cooler than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh yeah, you're getting away from your comfort zone. So you go somewhere like that. Oh, this is awesome. It's like when people I know a lot of people that are always like, "Oh hey dude, I want to move here. I want to move there." Yeah, you were there on vacation. You weren't living there. You know what I'm saying?
Mark moved to. He was tattooed on Hawaii on the Big Island for a long time, going back and forth. He loved it. He make a bunch of money, do all that shit. His wife liked it when she would go over there. So like, let's move. All right. And they moved there. Both of them hate it. Both of them know immediately, like, yo, this sucks. But they don't want to be the one
to say it.
So they lived for like years
Oh,
before someone was finally like, yo, this sucks. She's like, I hate it too. And then so they fucking, and they left.
before their house got zapped by the government.
But there where they were at was floods. And that was part of the thing that she didn't like about it was you just kind of have to accept that once a year, maybe a couple times a year, all your shit's going to get flooded and you're going to go live at the YMCA for a week because, but to them, to the natives, they can go kick it with their friends, with their family, but for people from the mainland to do that, they're like, yo, this is, what do we
Can't
do?
you build your house higher?
Well, this is where the rich, well, one, there isn't high ground, but two, that's where the rich people live. They're not like poor people are down there.
No,
it's
but build it higher on.
Oh, I have no idea. But it's crazy how it's the where you flood because you think like close to the beach. Ooh, man, that's where rich people live. It's like no. Where it floods, it's the opposite. It's where poor people like stick them by the beach where it's gonna flood. We're gonna go up high.
Yeah, where the tsunami, they can they get the brunt of the tsunami.
Yeah, we'll be up here in Mark Zuckerberg's palace.
So now, New Year, anybody have any, you guys do any of that shit? I'm changing.
Well, I wrote down a bunch of stuff and then I burned it on.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, I wrote.
So you don't, eat, 12 grapes before midnight.
No.
Stick your hand in some change with beans.
No.
Those are definitely Latino things.
Yeah.
And I still know a bunch of broke ass people.
I still want to. I we fucked up for having a week off. I want to do this. Man, I forgot about the grapes again.
Yeah.
That's the best.
The 12 grapes, Johnny.
I had 24. I had 12 for you, Johnny.
It's
there
like
you go.
It's like the 3 seashells. I just want to know about the 12 grapes. Like, get out of here.
So no 12 grapes, no money. Because there's another one, but you put money and shit, change inside with like that 15 bean soup. You know?
No,
But not wet.
Wait,
Like-
is this the same as the linto beans?
Well, I never done the lentil beans. I've always seen it in the like that 15 bean soup, but like they're not cooked. They're just there, and then you run your hand through it, and you know what?
I like how he says it all like it's the most obvious. Well, you don't cook them, obviously. You just it's like, what? I don't know any of this stuff. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So is it 15 different kinds of beans?
Yeah,
or
it's a
15
package you can buy
beans?
at Albertsons, and it's a 15 bean soup, which is really bomb. We make
I
it
thought
with
there was
ham
only
hocks.
15 beans.
No. So you put it in a bowl, and there's change and shit, and then you put your hand through it. Supposedly, I mean, I haven't done it in years.
There's that. There's you walk around your house or your block with your luggage
What the fuck?
for like prosperity on travel or I don't know, some shit like that.
I thought those were just homeless people. Those are people.
No, those are people trying to
They're
get.
trying to get people prosperity on New Year's.
No, they were trying to
With
get
their
freaking
luggage?
flyer miles.
Oh man.
Also, the color of your underwear, Johnny, that determines how the year's gonna go.
What?
For you.
I my whole year could have been ruined because I had the wrong underwear.
Yeah.
on.
Correct.
That's
Wrong
why
color.
I went rainbow.
Oh,
that's
you
good.
did it all. Good
Fucking-
job.
You're like I'm covering all my bases
Everything.
right now.
Everything. Everything, man. Any New Year's resolutions?
I mean,
And then you can
not-
talk about.
Yeah, you're not like resolutions, but I have some goals, some things I'd like
Resolutions,
some
right?
things I'd like to let go. Well, sure, but like some things I'd like to let go of, some
Mm.
things that I hope to happen, like some things that I'm in control of, but also things that like I would like for this to happen. Like not necessarily anything I can do about it, but I still like put it on my list
Yeah.
of stuff.
I think that's what that's one thing with me is like letting go of certain things. You know,
Yeah.
my fiance has moved in since
Yeah.
Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and just being so. Even my sister was like, "You're set in your ways, bro," and I go, "I know, I am," and it's just been one of those things where you're so set in your ways, and you're like. Just trying so hard to like, you know what I'm saying?
To not
Expand.
hold on so tight.
Yeah,
Be like
it's
it's
not-
okay. This is okay. This is fine.
But little things that were so fucking lame, like, oh, that's my water. That's my
Like,
water.
Oh, I drink. That's my cup. Like,
Yeah.
I drink out of that.
That's
one.
my cup. Like
Yeah.
someone grabbed my cup and they drank out of it because it's a cup. It's a fucking cup.
Right. There's 100 other ones.
Yeah.
but that's the one that I drink out of. Like, I used to have 7-Eleven. The 7-Eleven wrestling cups,
Ooh, I never knew those existed.
and it wasn't like I didn't like collect. They were all jacked up. It wasn't like I'm not trying to make money off of.
No,
these.
for sure.
These are just the cups that I drink out of.
Yeah.
like these are mine. You know.
Yeah.
Coming home, it's like, oh, that's my edge cup. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Cope? You mean cope?
Yeah. It's like, why aren't you? You could drink out of. There's a bunch of other cups. You see me drink out of that cup every day.
And that's my favorite one.
You see me drink out of that one every day.
Yeah.
There's a bunch. There's clean. That wasn't even clean.
Yeah.
Like you intentionally were like, I'm gonna drink out of. He likes to drink out of this cup, so I'm gonna drink out of it. It's like, no, like go drink out of this another one.
And I think sharing is one of the hardest things because I would come home from work, take my shoes off, try to unwind, and then I would put YouTube. And I usually watch Big in Fashion. Shout out to the Big in Fashion guys in Mexico. There's these big fat dudes. All they do is eat. But they own, I don't know who owns it, but someone owns a clothing store that goes all the way to like 10X. And it's all fashion shit, you know? So it's dope ass gear that these guys model and they get paid and they do videos and eating and shit.
Yeah.
You know, going to different restaurants and shit. or I would watch boxing videos, old fights maybe, or interviews, guys talking fights.
Yeah.
So I come home and I do that, and then now it's like I would come do that, and she's like, "Oh, are you watching that again? What are you watching?" And now it's like, okay, here.
Yeah. What
And it's like,
what do you want to watch?
What do you want to watch? Or if I don't partake, look I'm not a board game player.
Oh, sure.
Okay, I don't play board games. I don't play what's that one where you pull the blocks?
Jenga.
Oh, Jenga.
Jenga. You know what I'm saying? It's just never been my thing.
Yeah.
I don't come from a family that played board games. You know?
Not even loteria?
No, not
Oh,
even loteria.
what?
To be honest with you, not even loteria. Like my parents and my family was always conversationalist, talking smack, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Drinking and talking. But now my lady and her son like, oh hey, we want to buy this board game so we can have board game night. Like, I don't do board game night.
Yeah.
You know? But now it's like, because even my sister's like, what do you mean? You should have, because they wanted to buy a game to go to her house and play. She's like, yeah, why don't you buy it? Like, because I'm not a board game guy.
You can be. You haven't been. You can be.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
letting go and taking that and just being like, I don't know, dude.
Holding on to who you think you are, who
Yeah.
you think you need to be. You know?
Yeah. Or who I think I've always been.
Right.
And not allowing myself to grow and just be like part of this.
Have fun.
Yeah.
You know, like a
But-
game,
but-
like this board game, they're not doing it because it's not fun.
No, for
they're
sure.
hoping, like, we want to do this because it's gonna be fun for everybody. Like, we're not trying to torture you. We're trying to make it fun. It's like, you know.
But like the talking, like you said, when you go into an elevator and you
Yeah,
talk.
I get it.
Like, I just don't see board games as fun, dude.
You know what the difference is though in this situation? You're not poking the bear. It's not like, oh, we should go buy a board game. I hate board games. I hope we don't play board games. No, Johnny hates talking, but yet he's gonna fucking poke it anyway.
Yeah, that's
you know. I mean, you just never played. I don't know. Maybe you've never been.
Some of them are fun.
They can be. Jimmy Reyes says, "Do what you're told,
Yeah.
Steve." God damn it!
Happy life, happy
Shout
life.
out to everyone joining the conversation. Feliz Año Nuevo to Oscar over there in Mike
Feliz
Gritos
Año
Industries.
Nuevo.
Where's that carne asada, Oscar?
Oh wait, did we get promised carne asada?
Well, no, but the guys from Chicano Shuffle were like, hey, we should make Oscar do a carne asada for all of us so we can, be together. So where's the carne asada,
Like,
bro?
Oscar's never trying to unify us. He's always trying to keep us in our
United,
separate
like,
pockets of the
Yeah.
internet
if
universe.
if it's going
Like
to cost
La
him
Onda.
money,
He's
if
not
it's going
doing
to
it.
cost him money, dude, hey, I'll help out, man. I'll pitch in. No carne asada, some brewskis. Come on, Oscar.
You know what? In that case, you can use the studio as base of operation, Oscar. if
Oh,
you need it.
damn. You
Yeah,
can hear.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want people in the man cave over there.
You know what? And we'll do a live podcast with everybody.
Damn.
What do you think?
Hell yeah.
That sounds like a good time. You know what? We even get a band from my Grito to come down and
Oh,
come play.
shit. There it is. Band, fucking carne asada, and
podcast.
fucking live podcast, dude. Shit.
Jose Luis Peña, what's up, locos? What's up, Luis? Happy wife, happy life, Jimmy says. Happy holidays.
So,
And then Jose says in Spanish, share your life with the other half. No, I feel you. I'm just, hey, I'm airing it out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Change comes with acknowledgement,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Change comes with acknowledgement. And you know what is crazy? Because I asked them to. I go, hey, how do you guys feel? And she told me, and I felt, I never feel bad. I'm going to be 100% honest. I never feel bad, bro. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I am who I am. That's what it is. But she's like, I still feel like a stranger here.
Sure. She's like, this is your house.
I feel like a stranger. And at first I was like, God damn, that sucks.
You're like, good. Good. I want you. I hate that you feel so comfortable here. I want you to feel uncomfortable. This is
One door,
fucking,
1 foot in, 1 foot
this
out.
is my
at all
fucking
times.
house, man. If there's a locked door, you don't go past that. You just fucking stay the fuck out of there.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just, but it is an experience. And some guy from work who I don't, he's his relationship's whack and whatever.
Fuck that guy.
But he was telling me, he's like, hey, beware of the 10%. I'm on 10%. He's like, yeah, once you get married, you get that last 10% of who she really is.
Oh shit. Sure.
And the analogy he used was like, she's gonna go from Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader. I was like, God damn, bro, what kind of fucking who did you marry?
I mean,
Wait, where's that 10%? I mean, God.
I mean, it is. I mean, I understand what he's saying though. Like that, it's not even like when you finally get like I'm finally comfortable, like where it's like and whatever the little, and even if it's not bad, it'll be different. You know what I mean? Because it's finally comfortable, and it's like, oh, that's different. That's not the same as what you were doing before. You know. And
I mean, it's only been a few months, man. There's gonna have to be.
Man,
There's gonna be some readjustments.
No, for sure, 100%. But there's she's pretty comfortable, bro. There's some comfortable shit going down. She's pretty comfortable, and it's great, bro. Don't get me wrong, but it's just
it's comfortable, but she still feels like a stranger.
No, because I mean, I would.
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I understand. I'm not saying that I don't get it and don't understand, but just for everyone out there, man, if you're gonna move in, you gotta understand that there's that grace period where you guys are, really getting to.
Especially when, as much as it's a brand new house, it's your house. Like she's moving into a place where you were already occupying. So there is, no matter how cool you try to make it, or how it is going to be different than if you moved into some place together. And we're like, this is our spot, and it's like it's your spot.
And the crazy part is, it's still very new to me.
Of course, yeah, but it's still, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I built this place; it's very new to me. And here's another thing, but I accept it and I understand. Like, I built it and I had a vision, and then slowly it's like, well, when do we change that? Or when is this? Or,
I have a vision. There was a vision here.
I haven't even finished the vision yet. But she's been cool with that.
It's like, look, I promise we could change some stuff. I promise we could change some stuff after I finish my vision. Like I need to get to the finish line. I need to get to the finish line of this. And then I promise we could change it to something else. But I need to see this through. I'm gonna go crazy. Yeah.
Because I had a vision of how everything was gonna be.
Yeah.
And then,
Wait, is the house now complete on the inside?
All my kitchen cabinets are in.
Okay.
Except the countertops.
Okay.
And so my sink's not in because it goes into the countertop. But all of it's there.
Oh shit.
It's looking really nice. I mean, it's getting there.
Steve was rocking and rolling without a kitchen for a minute.
He had no walls. What are you talking about without a kitchen? Yeah, he didn't have any. Anything.
I mean, he's had walls now for a good while.
Yeah,
it's just no kitchen for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, but this house, from the ground up, you know what I mean? Like we took it all the way down, but yeah, bro, it is what it is, man. But yeah, I don't know.
Oscar just replied, damn, looking to the date for us to chill and barbecue. I'm down at my house or there.
Oh.
So, I don't know, guys. Get a date going.
No, definitely. The guys from Chicano Shuffle were talking about it, that they were trying to convince him to do a carne asada. So, hey, shit.
Well, they're not trying hard enough, apparently.
Yeah, well. Just see what the West Coast does, bro?
See, we just make things happen. Just by letting
putting it out into the world, man.
That's it. New year, new you, Oscar. Come through.
I still want our bus. That hasn't happened.
There's a bus for sale up the street from my house.
Oh shit.
Doesn't have nothing inside. It's just an empty bus. I don't even know if it runs. Nothing to make a neighborhood look worse than a shit ton of fucking cars outside.
That's the best, right? Especially ones that don't run.
Or cars that aren't from your street, like your neighbors, because they couldn't find parking on their street. Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck?
Get your car out of here, man.
Yeah.
Beat it.
There's a city, Cerritos, they don't allow overnight parking on the street. Your shit has to be.
What time do you have to be gone?
I don't know. I think it's like 1 or something.
1? That's so early. So like no nighttime. Basically, you got to get out of there. Nighttime, beat it.
Yeah.
So no booty calls.
None.
Well, or you have to fucking park on their driveway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to have house parking.
Yeah. So it's crazy. And I think they might sell passes and shit too.
Sure.
But I think you can only buy like 1 or 2 per household or some shit. But yeah, dude. But you know what? The streets look nice. It's not fucking 20,000 cars. No buses everywhere.
No RVs.
There you go.
How you spell-
Oscar. Barbecue, but no fucking.
Can't do the bus, but he can do a barbecue.
And smoke some meat.
Smoke the meats.
He's challenging you to a smoke off.
What is this? A smoke?
That's what I heard. He challenged Mario to a smoke
Mike
off.
Lethal versus M81.
I've been wanting to see the wrestling match, but apparently if that's not gonna happen, I'll throw my meat in the ring.
Oh, he's gonna throw his meat in the ring.
Oh shit!
I saw.
Is
that
it
movie.
mask on or mask on?
Get demasked.
Speaking of wrestling, how the fuck does the fucking
Okay, wait. Let's
Rock,
start at the beginning.
How the fuck?
It's a big deal. WWE on Netflix now. Raw's on Netflix. This is not only a big deal for WWE. This is also a big deal for Netflix. Like they're trying to move into the live event space. This is a huge weekly live show. Last night was the first one from the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California, and it was a big deal. I left. I was supposed to. I went home specifically
To watch.
To watch. I could have done other stuff. I had other stuff for sure to do. And they were like, "You gonna go do comedy?" And I was like, "Absolutely not. I'm on my way home to watch wrestling right now."
And the cheapest seats?
Were like $400. To this fucking
Damn,
thing.
nosebleeds for $400.
Yeah, which I would have been bummed. It was not. That show was not worth. I don't know if there's any show worth that, but it was not that one. That's for sure.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I thought I was gonna pick up some cheap seats eventually the day of. Like, oh, this shit's not gonna sell
Like
out.
$80, $90.
Some shit, something
Nope.
stupid, but fuck, dude.
No.
I know people that went too.
I know a lot of people that went.
I'm like, holy shit,
Dude, I didn't even pay that much for WrestleMania ticket. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I did for 2 tickets, but like each ticket was
Yeah.
not that much. And I had really good seats for WrestleMania at SoFi.
The one thing I do like about Netflix is that I can go back and watch it anytime.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to watch it
And
Monday.
that's for I mean, that's a big deal. This is a big
Yeah.
deal for everybody. This is for people that we're not gonna seek it out.
Or they can't see it that day.
You know, but now here's wrestling like in your
Yeah.
face whenever you damn well please.
Because I saw 3 hours, I was like, God damn,
Right.
3 hours?
Yeah.
The only beef I had with it was The Rock goes in the ring and thanks Cody for carrying the WWE for the last year.
The disrespect.
Are you fucking kidding
The
me?
disrespect for the undisputed WWE champion. Why is he in the audience? If they're, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with him coming in and acting like nothing happened last year. I don't agree with any of that. But if you're gonna do that, you can't have that face to face. You can't have that conversation face to face in the ring. So Cody gets like an entrance and gets to do whoa and all. He's just like a dude in the front row. And he's like, "Hey, say hi to your mom for me." Fuck, and that's it. That's your fucking champion. Like that. Like, get the fuck.
And The
out
Rock
of here.
came in with the belt and the whole shit.
That like he was the champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like get unbelievable the disbelievable the disrespect for fucking Cody Rhodes. Like that is
But he's Cody Rhodes.
if
And that shows who he is.
if they're gonna but the only way you become not that is to be treated not that, and he was keep treated like that. You know, like,
Yeah.
you can't. It's a bummer. It's a fucking bummer because there's no way. Stone Cold Steve Austin does not. He's the champion. There's no way you put him in the front. He's just like, "Hey, what's up, everybody?" Like that's whoever pick a champion. There's no way they sit in the front row with no belt, while this dude's got the belt in there, and they're like, "Oh, hey, thanks a lot, everybody." Like, and last year when The Rock came back, it was the first time it felt like The Rock. Like so when he would come back before, it felt like Dwayne Johnson. And he's pretending he's
Movies.
right. He's an actor. I'll show you guys want to see The Rock? I'll give you The Rock. You know. And it felt like that's what it was last night. It was just like a network, not a network, a fucking executive, like the board of directors out there pretending like he's a wrestler, but it was like just like a promotional thing. Hey, we're here for Netflix. All right, see you later. And just like that. Like nothing like none of it ever happened. And he just gives The Rock. And then it's like always the one-up shit. Because, all right, they're battling to who's the tribal chief. Solo Sikoa, Roman Reigns. We're seeing who's the tribal chief. And then they're saying higher than that. Like, it's just they're blowing it. You know, like.
But do you think they maybe The Rock has something to do with Netflix
I don't know.
coming? Because he was
Oh, of
everybody.
course.
That's what I'm saying.
No, of course. Him and fucking what's his name, Ari Emanuel, who's the guy. Ari Emanuel is who Ari Gold on Entourage is based on. Is
Yeah.
the dude Ari, who are the two bosses of fucking. So yeah, of course, they had a bunch to do with them getting on Netflix. But either you're a character, or you're not. Yeah, and I get, but because I also get that there's a bunch of people that were seeing that last night that remember The Rock from before, and they don't know anything about what happened last year at WrestleMania. So for them to be doing a storyline would be weird. Like it's just like what has happened? I don't like, but okay, that's fine, but don't do it at all then.
Yeah.
Because it's like this little halfway fucking bullshit, and just it would have been better if he acknowledged Cody and Cody wasn't even fucking there. Like, but to just be like, oh yeah, Cody.
Or he
like,
acknowledges him. He comes out from the back.
But for him to just be like, hey, thanks a lot. I'm in the audience. Like, Hulk Hogan got an entrance. Cody Rhodes don't get no entrance. Like, get the fuck out of here.
It's the fucking Hulkster.
And then he got booed out of the fucking.
It's the
whole
Hulkster.
entire time. He couldn't even talk. And he got
it's-
booed.
him.
It's a fuck your booze. It's the Hulkster who changed the fucking landscape of wrestling on January 24th when he pinned the Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
If he did not pin the Iron Sheik, there would be no fucking Rock. There would be no fucking Stone Cold. There would be no Ultimate Warrior. They all did his shtick after he left.
If a caveman wouldn't have invented fire, there'd be no, like how far back we gonna go?
But that's as far back as you got to go because you know that's true. They all looked up. The only guy I can say because they were out at the same time is Ric Flair.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm just saying, they're done with him though. He's over. His time is done.
I don't know. They should have. They
Never
should.
be done.
They should have did some research.
And the disrespect for fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, by the way, who's been out here having a beer for fucking forever. He's had a beer for so long. He's also, and WWE's had shown no interest in doing shit with fucking Stone Cold this beer. And then also Hulk Hogan's like, I have a beer. And they're like, oh, come on, we'll fucking put this shit in the ring. And it's like, man, if I was Stone Cold, I'd be pissed.
Nah, man, it's all politics, man.
No, I
You
do
saw
like
the
Stone Cold. I do like Stone Cold.
You saw the shirt he was wearing? It's all politics.
Well, the Undertaker was there too. He didn't get booed. The Undertaker loves him some Trump. That's not what it was.
Nah, but I think it is because I'm gonna tell you something. Not only Trump, but he also came out with the UFC guy.
Dana White.
No. He came out with one of the fighters.
Colby Covington.
And and in Florida where Kobe's from.
Yeah.
They both got booed out.
Yeah.
And Kobe got
And then he
smashed.
lost. They got fucking smashed.
So, and then Kobe's also been the guy that's been playing that whole bullshit up about Trump and like I'm a Trumpster and and everybody was like, yo, it's all fake. See, that's the worst part. When you're trying to do a shtick and everyone's calling you out like, oh, he's not really like that.
This isn't real.
This isn't real.
Yeah.
Stop.
I mean, sure, but what else does he have?
But just kick ass. Because in UFC, that's what counts.
No, it doesn't. What counts is you being an asshole and everybody hates him.
No, but I'm saying for more so, he still had rivalries against, a few of the guys there.
Yeah.
Because they used to be, roommates and shit. So he had real legit rivalries, but he really went into that whole Trump thing.
Yeah, he didn't make any money till he did that.
Yeah.
He didn't make any money.
But then now you just fucking got smashed. People are just like, it's
all that
over.
All that shit's only people love it like when you're winning, but it's like no one.
But
I don't wanna hear you.
even when he was winning, people were still calling him out on it. Like,
oh well, yeah, people wanted to get
like
beat
Brandon
up.
Schwab. He was like, oh yeah, he's fake. That's fake.
Yeah.
He paid these girls to come. It's like, fuck. No one even has your back to fake it with you for a while.
They're not playing along.
They're not. And so it's just like you just look stupid. Every single person. Because I really do like me some UFC, and even like the YouTube channels and shit, like Morning Combat. All they did was talk shit about him. Like it's not even really him. What is he doing?
Yeah.
He's a good fighter. Just fight.
Him and Sean O'Malley. Like the thing to me is, you invent a personality and that's the one you come up with. You fucking losers, both of you.
Sean O'Malley, at least, you're right though, because Sean O'Malley, like you said, when you're winning, you're good, because he just got beaten No one cares.
Yeah, it was like cool, man. It's cool rainbow hair.
Yeah,
Sweet.
you're done.
Nice pink car. It's all ha when you're with. That's the UFC protected that dude the whole way up, and now he's been exposed. Exposed.
Yeah, I don't think he comes back from that one. I don't think he comes back.
Exposed.
But yeah, so it's on Netflix, which is cool. Like I said, I do like it on Netflix because I can watch it anytime.
It's just huge. I mean, it's Netflix is.
Netflix needed it too, though.
Well, sure, and it's a big deal for Netflix. Like Netflix is Netflix, and I just think it's hard. For me, it gets hard to understand how small wrestling is because it seems so big, but in the grand scheme of things, like it is the actual audience is tiny, which means the room for expansion is huge. Like there's so much room for them to grow. And I think like with the WWE network, I thought that was a great idea. The problem with the WWE network is you're catering to the bubble. All you're doing is that's not going to bring in anybody new.
No.
That's just going to you're going to get your hardcore fans. And the thing about Netflix is, all right, maybe there's someone, because what they want you to do is they want you watching it live. So they can show you the commercials, so they can do all it because you.
That's the one shit I hated.
Well, I mean, of course there's going to be commercials. Get out of here.
Who pays for it?
Yeah, but and when you watch it not live, you can fast forward through the commercials. So ultimately, they want you there live. But if they can get you watching it 2 days later and get you into it to where eventually you're like, yo, I gotta see this shit live. If they can, how are they gonna hook you? How are they gonna get you live if they don't hook you to begin with? So it's like they'll hook you, let you fast forward through commercials, hoping that you'll be a person who eventually needs to watch it live. Because that's where the money's at. Is because even like last night, the reason I went home to go watch it is because I didn't want to see what was going on social media. I didn't want any spoilers, and I knew the longer I was away from home, the more likely it was that I was gonna know what the fuck happened. So it's like, no, I gotta go home right now.
And one person that was definitely home watching Netflix, our boy from the dungeon,
D Rotten.
D Rotten.
What
I was actually surprised. Like I hadn't heard from D at all throughout the entire episode. Like, D must be busy working or I don't know,
cars.
Whatever the fuck, whatever he's fucking doing,
breaking into him.
And then here you are talking about wrestling. Then here comes D
Rotten.
D Rotten. He says, "What's up, sons? Raw live was dope.
It was good. I enjoyed it. But it was kind of refreshing to me in a way that after the beginning, after Triple H and The Rock, it was basically just a wrestling show. It was basically just Raw. It was a good Raw. Like Mario said, it was close to like pay-per-view quality like matches and shit. But for the most part, it wasn't like they weren't doing like any bells and secret, like the shit that doesn't happen every week. Like, hey, check this out. It was just, here's a good ass wrestling show. Come fucking check another one out next week. It'll be good again. That's how you do it.
I will say though, 3 matches in 4 hours was a little bit ridiculous. There should have been a little bit more matches.
There was not very many matches, but it's like you're saying, like pay-per-view. Like they only put on
5.
They only put on the
4?
monsters.
Yeah, you're right.
And Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley are both so hot in such different ways. It's like watching them be good at wrestling also makes it's like, yeah, that's hot. Like I love it. I love that you're good at wrestling too.
So how many matches were there?
3.
5. Yeah, there was only a few.
3.
So there was only
3 matches.
Tribal Combat, the women's belt, and CM Punk, and
that's it.
Wow,
everything was filler.
Yeah,
filler for fucking.
Can you imagine being there and that's what you watched? You just fucking.
I saw.
Yeah, you're right. Shit, I didn't even notice.
I saw CM Punk.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Hoodie. She also got me the Roddy Piper one.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I saw the tribal one. I didn't see the other one.
That was the middle one.
Yeah.
That, as always, the bathroom break ones with the girls sucks.
I'm excited for Penta.
Next week.
Been excited.
And that was when Travis Scott was smoking that joint, like, or smoking the blunt. It just, like, are you 16, man? Like, really? Like, you could, like, it.
That's what I'm saying. When they try too hard with bullshit,
Like,
like
do you
that.
think you look cool because you were fucking, like,
Yeah, he did
I mean, that's for sure what he thought was like, I'm gonna look fucking cool as
with this
shit.
blunt.
Man, I look cool as shit right now. And it just looked like the most unprofessional, but they're fully, and like act like he didn't give, it's like they're paying you to be here. Like they're paying, I'm sure you're being paid a very nice chunk of change
Yep.
to do whatever it is you're supposed to be doing right now. And like, cool, man. You're super cool that you don't care. Wow, you're the coolest. Like, get the fuck
But
out
little
of
kids
here.
love that shit.
I mean, I guess, yeah. He's like,
So they were claiming that was unscripted, not part of the fucking
smoking the blunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And apparently now that caused some bullshit. So now WWE has to go extra mile now to make sure shit like that don't fucking happen for Netflix.
Hilarious.
So day one, and they're already fucking getting
I don't know
smacked.
if Netflix cares, but I'm sure the fucking Intuit Dome cares. You know, like I would think they would care more than Netflix does. But
That
regardless,
shit looked fat as fuck.
I
though.
guarantee you there was that somebody was fucking bummed. I don't know who, but I guarantee there was plenty of people in suits that were unhappy about that.
I'm surprised Snoop Dogg wasn't there, and that wasn't his joint. Because he's a big wrestling fan.
Well, Travis Scott wrote the new
intro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I mean I didn't. If I heard it, I wasn't paying attention. But it's and I don't. This is half talking shit. So the ads on the mats, I was just happy that it wasn't all. Fortnite is like a good brand. Snickers is a good brand. Most of the time, anything that has to do with wrestling is so terrible. Where it's just
Slim
like,
Jims.
Slim Jims
Good
was,
American beer.
right. Slim Jims was a get. When it got Slim Jims, it was like, oh man, that's big for WWE. Like it's usually like some awful movie that's like, god damn, some Steven Seagal and fuck, you know, it's like, oh,
Zombievers.
it's like just shit where it's like, what are we doing right now? Like, why does everything that wrestling touches have to be so terrible? And at least there was a couple things. I mean, like the Saudi Arabia thing is so fucking lame, but 9/11, I don't fucking forget, man.
Inside job.
Well, at the Saudis, it's such a bummer, you know. Like, so next year, so
It was Israel.
yeah.
It's
So
really
here's the big matches at WrestleMania. What is it? It's going to be John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and
Is that John Cena's farewell match?
I mean,
supposedly?
December.
Last WrestleMania will be this year, but then after he's going to keep going until the end of the year. So John Cena, Cody Rhodes, The Rock, and Roman Reigns. Which, where does that leave Cody Rhodes? I mean, where does that leave CM Punk and Seth Rollins? But if it looks like The Rock is not wrestling, how it kind of looked, that's the way it looked. So you get to John Cena and Cody Rhodes and CM Punk and Roman Reigns is like that's the biggest match you can make if it's not going to be The Rock and Roman Reigns is, and maybe you got Jacob and fucking Solo fighting. That would be pretty dope.
Ooh.
Because here's how this is how Jacob and Solo's gonna go. It's how I think it should happen eventually. Because all this fool keeps just saying is "I love you, Solo." That's all he's ever said is "I love you, Solo" forever. He's never gone back on it. So now Solo loses Roman Reigns. Solo's all bummed. Jacob still has his back. I love you, Solo. Like no, and just no matter what he's like. But Solo starts doubting himself. So he doubts. This fool like you don't love because he doesn't love himself. How could this dude love him? So he starts turning and he finally like drives a wedge between them. And then Jacob looks at him one day on fucking TV and it's like, I loved you, Solo. Like how could you do this to me? I loved you. And it's like when he says that, the whole people's like, oh, I loved you, Solo. People are gonna lose their goddamn minds. But I don't know if that happens this year. That might be a next year thing. But yeah, Solo's getting chunky he'd be a chunky man. What's he gonna do? He's getting Samoan, man.
What do you expect? They eat
Yeah,
good.
yeah, these people they're trying to fucking Samoan with money.
Samoan over the holidays?
Oh my god, a rich Samoan over the holidays.
Oh, nothing but
You
pork.
know how many pigs that fool ate? That fool they had a dozen pigs buried in the front yard. Are you
Yeah,
fucking kidding
front
me?
yard. They got a bobcat. Fucking tore that brand new lawn up. That Kentucky bluegrass.
Right, man.
Tore that bitch up.
Dude, a rich Samoan over the holidays. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what
Everybody
I'm
was
saying?
eating like it was the holidays around there. The whole block smelled like lechon.
Yeah, man. There's nobody left that doesn't have that didn't gain 30 pounds. Man.
Yeah,
Everybody on the whole
and
block.
gout.
Yeah, everyone, they're just not even moving. Everyone's like, oh god damn, this is rough.
That last night made me buy. I was scrolling, ended up buying a Wild Samoans t-shirt.
Is it the Wild Samoans t-shirt
No.
that the guy was wearing?
I was looking for it.
Well, I looked forward to buy it for you. I saw that. I was like, I'm gonna get that T-shirt for Steve in a 3X. That exact. And I was looking. I couldn't find it. So
I couldn't find it.
if you were gonna be able to find it, I was gonna be mad because I was
could not find it. So I ended up buying this one off of Etsy or whatever, but long sleeve. But
that's so funny. I 100% saw that shirt.
You see that?
I was like, I'm gonna get that for Steve.
that shit
right
looked
there.
fucking sick. I was like, the Wild Samoans. Hey, bro, they lost the title to Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas.
That's right.
On Channel 13. The only day I did not wake up right away and go eat breakfast. My dad used to. May he rest in peace. Made flour tortillas, beans, potatoes, bacon, eggs. I would wake up to the sound
Huevos
of
con weenies.
him making tortillas. His wedding ring would hit the metal tubular rod that he would make the tortillas with. That'd wake me up, and I'd go get a tortilla, throw some butter on it, and then sit down and grind. I woke up, turned the TV on. They were wrestling. They had to call me 4 or 5 times to go eat. I wouldn't move. That shit was dope.
Like, what's wrong with Steve, man?
Man, what the hell?
What's going on?
Yes.
Is he on a diet?
Is he all right?
Nah. And it was me and my sister. I can't remember who. If it was Denise or my younger one. But I was in there, and I was like, watching the match, and Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson won. That shit was fucking dope. That's when nobody was watching. That's when you said it was this big, it was this big. You couldn't see through that shit. The Wild Samoans, though, man. Hell yeah.
That's so funny. I saw that exact T-shirt. That's how I know exactly. I think we were both like, I'm gonna see if I can buy that right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Throughout that whole broadcast, I kept saying this one black dude. He was in the front and he had a Penta shirt on. I'm like, I wonder if that's a plant.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a new shirt or not, but the whole time they kept panning to like famous people because they
Yeah.
just kept using the same fucking area. And
Yeah,
all right,
they
next
just
people,
rotate
next people.
them out,
Yeah,
yeah.
so every single time the dude's just like fucking whatever in the fucking background. We're like, oh shit.
I wonder what kind of plans they have for him.
Hopefully, it's not to join any of the other fucking Hispanic.
I don't want no
factions.
LWO.
None of
that shit.
I wanted to come in and just fucking take names and fucking stomp
completely.
faces.
He could be completely separate from any of that shit, man. Just off on his own.
Well, isn't his brother going to come as well?
Eventually, but he's
He's in.
got AEW contract problems.
Well, what's up with AEW? The commercial I saw, it looked pretty cool. Like the
I
new
mean, it's
shit
fine.
they're
They
trying.
just Kenny Omega just came back and is pissed. He said he's gonna get the belt, that he needs. Kenny Omega's back, and that's a good thing. They're doing what they do, man. The pay-per-views are always great. TV's pretty good most of the time, but it's just They lost. It sucks. They lost me, man.
There's no storytelling though.
Yeah,
That's
they
all
lost me.
wrestling.
I don't care. They lost me. I'll for sure. When Kenny Omega comes back, I watched his pay-per-view match when he came back against Gabe Kidd, and
Was it good? I haven't watched it.
it's really good. I mean, Kenny Omega's fucking incredible, and I'd never seen that other dude wrestle, and he's really good too.
So hasn't missed a beat. That dude's fucking on point.
He came back. It's like, oh, remember that you're the best wrestler on earth? He's like, yep, I do remember that.
Wow, Kenny's been gone for over a year, and he had stomach to
Yeah,
whatever the fuck he had.
diverticulitis.
There we go, that thing.
He had his guts cut out, but he looks.
Brock Lesnar had that shit, right?
Yeah. He looks like he's ready to come back and murder some people. And I watched a podcast with him, and Kenny Omega was saying that he's in,
Stop lying.
that he's in the very lucky position that he gets to choose how he goes out. Like that, and that there's matches and things that he wants to do. He didn't say it, but this fool wants WrestleMania. They all do. Whether they all say this fool wants wrestle, you think he doesn't want to wrestle Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? Of course he does.
Yeah.
He doesn't want of course he does. So I mean, I would guess that he's not long for AEW. I don't know when his deal's up, but whenever it's up, he will be moseying on over to WWE to fucking get some dream matches in.
Johnny, so Omega or Roman Reigns? Who goes over?
I mean, if he comes over, give Roman Reigns. Like, get out of here. I mean, it's just like the same thing when Cody came. Like, they're not going to bring you over here and then you get the win. Like, no, we got to put you through the ringer after that. Then you can win. When Sting came, Sting lost Triple. Like, they're never going to just like, oh, come on in. You get the win. Fuck you.
Yeah, especially if you're coming from like WWE, AEW, and that he's so good, he could get our ass right away.
Like, nope.
They did that for Motor City Machine Guns.
That was pretty unbelievable.
One match contender or one match and then champions.
That was
from
pretty
TNA.
It's tag team.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Tag team.
They came from another fucking
it is
competitor.
Tag teams, and they weren't in TNA when they first came. They were not doing anything. And they can't, you know what I mean? They didn't come from another company. Weren't they like not? They were one of them was being a producer or something. They were still
wrestling. They had just stopped.
They were actively still the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
But it was tag team.
Yeah, but they did. But that is a super rarity for that to happen.
So, but it can't see. Never say never.
Yeah, but never.
And never say never. To a Tuesday night. It's the West Coast Pop Lock Podcast coming to you live every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the #1 podcast.
Woo!
Not only that, we make shit happen. Oscar's going to throw a carne asada, so everyone in the chat, you're more than welcome to come down as well and eat.
Down.
Fly on down here, de-rotten, and have yourself some meat and smoke a joint and just sit there like you did last time.
Yeah, I'll tap
Happy
out.
New Year's, buddy. Happy New Year's to every single
Happy
one
New
of you.
Year!
Feliz Año Nuevo.
Johnny, what do you got going on?
Absolutely nothing. The very beginning of the year, man.
Same like last year.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mario, I know you have a plethora of things
Woo!
going on.
We got things happening. I haven't announced this, so I'll make the first announcement.
Oh.
The return of Lucha Godhouse 3
shit.
going down March 1st, guys. We haven't made our formal announcement, so it's just going to say it right here.
Who am I wrestling in the main event?
Penta?
Oh my God.
Penta, bro?
Penta.
For the title?
Also haven't announced, but Immortal Girlfriend from Milwaukee has a tour going on. I got 3 dates, so we're doing at LA, Vegas, and San Francisco. So March 14th here in LA, 15th in Las Vegas, and 18th in San Francisco. Bricks Bar here, Griffin in the...
Where's Bricks Bar?
In Maywood.
Okay.
15th at the Griffin and the Knockout in San Francisco.
And when are you returning back to Mel's, bro, where you don't show up, but everyone else is there?
I appreciate you showing up, Steve. I actually did show up. I just showed up
At the
about
end.
1 something. Yeah,
At
about
the end.
yeah.
At the one something.
He just went to
that's
go
the
pick
end.
up his. He just went to go pick up the equipment.
Yeah, you didn't go.
Yeah,
You went to
nice.
go gather your shit.
Yeah.
I normally try to be at every single event. I did have something prior planned before this, but our Lord and Savior decided to do a plethora of shows here in LA. So I did an after party for the first day, which is incredible. Thank you for everyone who came out. It was a nonstop Morrissey fest of Morrissey fans.
To die by your side.
I saw our Lord and Savior on New Year's Eve at the Palladium, so that was a great fucking
that?
show. Incredible. He showed up, number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, he was a great fucking mood. Awesome set list. Band was great. He didn't fuck up.
I heard he
and-
left. He just.
So it was weird at the. There was 10 minutes
My
left.
roommate was the bartender. My roommate was the bartender at the show. That's this.
Oh, nice.
This is what I heard.
There was 10 minutes left before the clock strikes midnight. They had a balloon drop with his face on all the balloons.
There were fights for them balloons.
How many of those balloons did you get?
2. So he leaves the stage, and then there's this fucking slideshow of, I guess, all his favorite dead people. People cheered, and people didn't know who the fuck some were. David Bowie was on there, and whatever. And so it was just 10 minutes of a slideshow. And then
What about Mr. Perfect? Was he on there?
he was not on there.
How about Rick Rude?
Yeah.
Rick Rude was not on there.
Owen Hart?
No wrestlers were on there.
Andre the Giant?
No wrestlers. And then then the bass player comes up. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And he does the countdown in Spanish, and then the balloons drop, and then,
But what I heard was that he left, and that he left without being like, good night, everybody. He just like left, and that was like.
There was a final. There was a stage bow and stuff like that. But once again, they cut the shit a little short, 10 minutes minimum.
He wanted to go say happy birthday, have a happy new year with whatever dude he's making out with.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
with you guys.
Yeah, he wants to go do his thing. So.
How much are those balloons on, like, eBay?
I don't even know. I haven't went back to go look, but I got 2 of them bitches.
Yeah.
Morrissey New Year's Eve.
What else you got going on? I know you have more shit.
Obviously,
You know what you didn't have going on?
what I didn't have.
No hot dog lady at Mal's.
You're
of any
right.
sort.
You're right. I fucked up. I didn't think about it. It was a little bit too late by the time, but yeah. Hey, look, anyone good? I have any good hot dog dependable people? I find them and I just can't keep them for whatever fucking reason.
But it was a great show. It was a good time.
Yeah,
good
man.
Show.
Good stuff.
They got packed, dancing, hanging out. High C was performing. We waited, man. We waited for you, but like Morrissey, you just didn't want to show up.
That's what he's going.
Yeah, he wants to be the new Morrissey.
You know what's funny is that the last time you were out in Mouse, I drove out there.
You didn't
thinking
say you were coming though.
I know. I was just gonna pop in and surprise you, but you had left before the time because I asked, "Hey, how long are you staying till?" I'll be here until 8, maybe a little bit earlier. Like, cool. I think I showed up at like 7,
8:10.
7 something. I think it was, and you were already gone. I was like, all right, fuck, just missed them.
No, you know what it was? We were out there for my lady's son who goes to the school right there, and he had already just gotten out. He usually would get out at 9, but he had gotten out early, so he was, hey, I'm out. So we picked him up. That's why.
Got it. Any luck on that, Johnny?
No.
Oh, okay.
I saw a picture of the balloons, but none for sale.
Actually, ain't no one selling them. Ain't no one selling them.
Nuh-uh. These that yellow and green one, is that?
Oh yeah, those are it.
Yeah.
Yeah, iconic Morrissey shot. So
There you go.
But those ones were definitely not for sale.
Not for sale. And not for sale is the West Coast Pop Lock Podcast balloons that we will have at our next live show as well with the Hot Dog Lady. And we'll see you all at Oscar's house.
Goodbye.
There you go.
The number one live show in the world, West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. Coming to you from Pigz Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop lock.